Okay? So, number one, we're supposed to embrace our calling. Number two, we're supposed to face the evil. How did Jesus describe the last days that we're living through right now, by the way? Do you remember what he said? Do you remember what Jesus said? He said it's going to be like the days of what? Like Noah. Okay. And we all know that you could quote the verse, right? They were eating and drinking and giving in marriage and all that. Yeah, that's true. That means life was going on like normal. But what were the days of Noah really like? It wasn't, the emphasis from Jesus is not eating and drinking and giving in marriage. This is what it is. When Jesus said in Matthew 24:37, the end is going to be like the days of Noah, he was kind of pointing at what Moses wrote down in Genesis 6:5. Do you remember what Moses wrote down in the account of the beginning of human civilization? Do you know what Genesis 6:5 says? And every imagination of the thoughts of their hearts were only evil continually. Ooh. Only evil constantly. That's what the end of the world is going to be like. In fact, I get the privilege of teaching the book of Revelation all over in all the Bible institutes. It's really fun. Did you know there's a day coming when God is going to be throwing down 60-pound hailstones on earth? I'm talking about chapter 14, 15, 16, of Revelation. Hailstones, demons are going to be running throughout the earth, terrifying people and stinging them, and the sun is going to get hot and going to start baking people. You know all this. Do you know what it says that the people are like during that time? Neither would they repent. And there's a list of 5 sins. Of their fornication, of their thefts, of their murders, of their drugs, of their, and just right through this list. You know what? We're headed to only evil continually. So, Paul says the same thing, by the way. He said, the Spirit expressly says in the latter times. By the way, when are the latter times? The book of Hebrews says that the last days began with Christ. So if the last days began during Christ's ministry, recorded in the Gospels 2,000 years ago, where are we? If that was the last days 2,000 years ago, we are even later into the last days. But this is what Paul said. In the latter times, that means further on from now, some are going to depart from the faith, some are going to give heed to deceiving spirits, to doctrines of demons. Where do you think a lot of our movie culture comes from? Do you think these people are just imagining all the murders, all the occultic stuff that are in these, all the immorality that is in our entertainment, the gaming industry that many young people can't go without spending several hours a day gaming? What is most gaming about? You remember what God says? He says, I don't want you involved in anything that has to do with gratuitous bloodshed, that's killing. You understand? Or with immorality. So we are living in a time where the doctrines of demons are our entertainment, basically.